startup founder's point of view. So this very interesting session. I would like to request, I would like to introduce our chief guest for a day, Dr. Shagun Gupta. Dr. Shagun Gupta, through her NGO, has been aiding the education of many underprivileged children and providing support system to acid attack survivors and cancer survivors and those suffering from vitiligo and alopecia. Dr. Shagun Gupta announced her latest mission at an event to mark India's 73rd Republic Day. Dr. Shagun Gupta, whose philanthropic efforts have been in full swing even before she officially registered the foundation. The foundation she wants to now put up her skills and hard-earned credibility for the cause of transgender people, something she feels passionately about. Dr. Gupta has been also involved with other charities. Last year, she was conferred with the Changemaker Award by the Honorable Maharashtra Governor Sri Bhagat Singh Koshari at Raj Bhavan, Mumbai, for her contribution to the permanent makeup industry. We are fortunate and lucky to have a great speaker with us. I request Mr. Shagun Gupta to take the charge.
Hi, I'm Dr. Shagun Gupta, Director of Shagun PMU Academy. Today we are going to talk about how we can start a career in permanent makeup. The beauty industry is one of the fastest growing industry out there, as everyone is searching for a way to stay young and look young forever. The beauty industry is projected to be $805 billion industry by 2023. That means now is the best time to look for a career in the beauty industry. But where to start? Some beauty jobs require years of schooling with little income at the end. So what's the perfect job career for you to get in the beauty industry? Permanent makeup. There are so many different options of training procedures when it comes to permanent makeup. And you can receive enough knowledge, training and certifications in only a few months to get you started. The financial benefits of becoming a permanent makeup artist can be great. Many of my students from Shagun PMU Academy are making six-figure income a year. Nurses, cosmetologists, tattoo artists, estheticians, and doctors are among diverse groups who have added this specialty to their portfolio of services. And this industry is only growing. In order to become a permanent makeup artist, you must finish a course at a licensed school and get a certificate. This is the most important part of your journey. So let me explain you about the courses we have at Shagun PMU Academy.
Fundamentals of micropigmentation. We have a national and international certification, diploma programs, graduation and post-graduation programs offered at Shagun PMU Academy. Our first program is on fundamentals of cosmetic micropigmentation. What is micropigmentation? A procedure whereby a pigment is injected into the top layer of dermis by means of a needle. Dr. Shagun Gupta says micropigmentation is a combination of science and art. And believe me, it takes years and years of on-field experience to become an expert professional in micropigmentation technology. In this program, graduates, and anyone who's passionate about the beauty industry. Advanced program on micropigmentation. After successfully completing fundamentals of cosmetic micropigmentation, now it is time to climb up the next step. Here, you will enhance the depth of your knowledge on micropigmentation. You're going to learn special pointers, the do's and don'ts, which are extremely important and have been gathered by the rich experience of Dr. Shagun Gupta. For example, medical, technical, physical, and artistic part of micropigmentation. This program is exclusively for people who have basic knowledge on micropigmentation and have some experience in the same field. Master diploma in medical micropigmentation. Moving on to something more serious, from cosmetic micropigmentation to medical micropigmentation. Dr. Shagun Gupta has designed this program exclusively for professionals from medical technology. Medical micropigmentation procedure, sometimes referred to as permanent makeup, is used to help accidental burn scars, surgical scars, recreate the appearance of hair, nipple, and areolas. Pre-medical application of micropigmentation is used in post-mastectomy areola pigmentation, scar camouflage on baldness scalp, cleft lip creation to help patients dealing with trichotillomania, alopecia, vitiligo, and other skin issues.
Thank you for watching this video and see you in Shagun PMU Academy.
So, welcome to this place, and it's really, I first of all want to thank you that you took time and you would actually make it here. And our session here is going to be more of a discussion between me and Shagun Gupta, where we'll be putting some questions, and then we'll understand her journey. Before we start with today's session, I just want to tell you that when I asked her that would you please come for this show, basically she's so busy because whenever you go to her office, you'll never see her out of the clinic. She's only in the clinic either training people or attending to her customers. So I really thank you for taking time and coming out all the way this side. When I told her it's at Andheri, she said, Andheri? ठीक है, आ जाऊंगी. So the reaction was, So welcome, Shagunji. The second thing that she had a fear was, I have to speak in front of teachers. Oh my God. So I hope you're comfortable now with the teachers around.
Yeah. I think it's not your subject, maybe. Maybe it's more like an engineering sort of setup. So I was like thinking about, we talk about something permanent makeup. I think maybe it's going to be interesting. I think. How many people know about permanent makeup? Yeah. Right. Anyone have any idea about what is permanent makeup?
Only makeup.
Only makeup. So that's what we are here today to talk about something new which has entered in our, our India. And why not if some new subjects are here and, giving the, skill to our Indian people and making, giving the employment. I think it's the best way of bringing good ideas and introduce to our country. So we are here with a new subject. We were earlier doing a lot of, makeup things, maybe some beauty things like facials and all everything. So market got like little stagnant. वहीं पे रह गई है market. So now what should we do the next? And international companies are like they are moving ahead and they are doing a lot of good things in the beauty industry. So why not India? So that's how we are here and we have started this new journey, permanent makeup.
So, before we ask anything else, everyone would want to know what is Shagun Gupta.
Yes,
Who is
sir.
Shagun Gupta? What is Shagun Gupta? I'm sure, right? This would be a question in everyone's mind. Who is Shagun Gupta and what is actually Shagun Gupta?
So first of all, I want to thank SPTVI and IEEE Bombay section for giving me this opportunity to talk about my form of art, permanent makeup, which is introduced in India for the first time. And thank you, Professor Kiranji, for um, reaching out to me for this. So thank you so much, and thank you everyone who are listening this new concept. I hope you will enjoy. And what was your question?
What is Shagun Gupta? What is Shagun Gupta? Who is Shagun Gupta? They would all want to know. Shagun Gupta ji kaun hai?
How your journey started from
Yeah.
earlier profession to this new profession?
Or rather, I would say Shimla to Bombay.
So, Shagun Gupta is a very normal person, born and brought up in a very beautiful place, Shimla. Who is very ambitious professionally, doting mother, and a very loving wife. So, this is me, Shagun Gupta, and yes, my journey is a very beautiful journey. It was a hard journey, but though I like it. And yeah, I think everyone's journey is hard too and beautiful as well. I think it's a part and parcel of life. तो जर्नी सबकी सुंदर ही रहती है बट कैसे उसको डील करना है दैट्स
आप ये ब्यूटी इंडस्ट्री में कैसे आती है शिमला में पले बड़े एंड आप ब्यूटी इंडस्ट्री में कैसे आ गए और ब्यूटी इंडस्ट्री से आप ये परमानेंट मेकअप फील्ड में हाउ डू यू
Yes, so I was in the field of beauty industry at the age of 19. I started my journey like when I was 19. I have seen my father and mother, my parents working for other people and facing a lot of problems and issues in their life. I've seen lots of ups and downs, and I've seen poverty around me. And from there onwards, I thought I will do something big in my life, and I thought to do business. And I'm a born businesswoman. So that's how my journey has started from there because I always wanted to do business in my life.
तो जब आप इसमें आए व्हाट आर द चैलेंजेस जो आपने फेस किया इन कि परमानेंट मेकअप कंसेप्ट वाज नेवर देयर इन इंडिया एंड what I have done a little bit of research मुझे ये भी पता चला है that most of the hospitologists are after your life because you are actually a threat to practically every hospitalist, right? Permanent makeup is a threat. How did you actually start with permanent makeup? I mean, actually, they would like to know more about उनको permanent makeup के बारे में और जानना है. What is permanent makeup? If you can. Of course, they saw the video. Basic idea, I think everyone would have had. But how do you implement it? How do you get, what are the clients that come to you on a daily basis?
So what actually motivates me, first thing is, when my team is always, like when I see them growing with me and when I see the happiness on them, first thing is that motivates me because they are getting something from there, they are happy in their life. And secondly, the clients who come to me, clients who come to me for, they come with the sad faces एंड किसी की शादी नहीं हो रही है, किसी के एक्सीडेंटल स्कार की वजह से आईब्रोज उड़ गए हैं, लिप्स में से बीच में कट आ गया है, और सम पीपल आर लाइक लेडीज जो कैंसर से पीड़ित हैं, they have like a lot of issues. We can do reconstruction of the breast, but the areola is missing because when you feel like, when you open your clothes and you see in the morning, there's something missing. So we create that kind of happiness in their faces. So I think the motivation comes from there. And the third thing is my NGO, Shagun Gupta Foundation, where I teach a lot of people, give this kind of skills, because India, when people are not skilled in this particular subject. So I teach them, make them, घर पे ladies बैठी हैं, what they want, they are helpless, कुछ करना है life में, they don't have to earn something for their family. So I think this is the best way of giving them some kind of skills. They can come and they can, learn these kind of skills. Even we are lack of these people, so when we have these kind of people, we can run our institution. We can give justice to this kind of permanent makeup or other makeup field. So if people are there, it's good. So the foundation definitely give me the happiness and motivation to you know to run this show.
आपने क्या difficulties face
Yes,
किया
second thing is get difficulties. Definitely lot of difficulties. अगर आप भी यहाँ बैठे हैं तो आपको भी हजारों difficulties market से आती है, because challenges are always there and you feel कि आपसे ऊपर कोई नहीं जाना चाहिए और आप आगे नहीं बढ़ने चाहिए. So this is always like this and होना भी चाहिए, because अगर ऐसा नहीं है तो फिर गेम खेलने में भी मजा नहीं आता. So आप if competition is not there, if someone is not superior, I think there's no fun. And I have a lot of difficulties when I got this subject in the beauty field, or maybe some doctors I got like little bit, because ये हमारा field है. You cannot being a dermat. We are actually the people who have to do these kind of treatments. You people cannot do it. So I think it's a monopoly in India, and I'm not disappointed, but it's fine, because कहीं ना कहीं से जर्नी शुरू होती है. So difficulties आई, threats भी आए हैं कि you cannot do these kind of things. You have to have done for that. But I think in internationally this is very much valid for the people who are nurses, who are like level 7 beauticians, who have some experience in the field of beauty. They all can do this. So I think वो जो होना था वो हो चुका. I think we are ahead. अभी कोई threats नहीं आते. It's very much acceptable, and I'm doing great in my field, and I'm looking forward my people, my Indian people, my support system, my family to enter in this business and do good. I think a lot of potential is there. Yes.
So you really say there's a lot of scope in permanent makeup, and it's a very upcoming field. But I'm sure it would be a very expensive field. Isn't it? The treatment would all be very expensive.
Not at all. Not at all. Not at all. I think beauty में अगर आप अपने जिंदगी में कॉन्फिडेंस बैक लाते हो किसी चीज से, एंड इफ यू फील कॉन्फिडेंट, और you know for that, if you are spending 10,000, 15,000, 20,000 rupees, I thought it's not bad. It's not bad, because जो सदियों से आपके चेहरे में एक दाग लगा हुआ है, एंड एक निशान पड़ा हुआ है, वो 25-30, और जब से आप पैदा हुए तब से नहीं जा रहा है, और 20-25 हजार रुपए में अगर वो ठीक हो रहा है, तो डू यू थिंक इट्स एक्सपेंसिव? आई डोंट थिंक सो. I think it's not at all expensive treatment. And for education point of view, I think जिस चीज से आप अपनी काबिलियत एक महीने की 35,000 से 40,000 की बना सकते हो, आपको लगता है कि अगर उसके ऊपर आप 1 लाख 1.5 लाख रुपए डालते हो तो वो एक्सपेंसिव एजुकेशन है. आई थिंक वो एक्सपेंसिव एजुकेशन, आई डोंट फील इट, बिकॉज आप उससे एक काबिल आदमी भी बनते हो. आज के डेट में ब्यूटी में आप कितना कमा सकते हो अगर आप छोटे लेवल पे कर दो, 10,000 15,000 रुपए मिलते हैं. बट अगर परमानेंट मेकअप का आप यही टेक्निक, you can like learn. I think you can be a starting point will start from 35,000 to 1 lakh and maybe 2 lakh, because it's an art.
ROI is good.
Yes.
ROI is excellent.
Excellent.
Yes, ROI is
Excellent. Just think about, there are many services in permanent makeup, Now, I think nobody knows about the lashes. Do you know about lashes? Permanent lashes, it lasts for 2 months, 1.5 months, 2 months. Just to put lashes on your lashes, your natural lashes, you can look for 2 months, you can look beautiful. And for men, of course, they can enhance their eyebrows, they can enhance their lips. Yes, vitiligo. Vitiligo is one of the biggest problems in our, people. I have clients coming and crying like, मेरी बेटी की शादी नहीं हो रही है because इसको कोई एक बीमारी हो गई है फोड़. I said like it's not a fold. First of all, कि हम तो as an parent, like हम लोग हमको लगता है हमको अपने बच्चे को कभी भी like अपने ही घर में बिठाना पड़ेगा. एक छोटा सा दाग आ जाता है तो they feel like ये vitiligo है. So sometimes they are like mentally disturbed because they don't get they don't get married in their life. It's a big trauma for them. So that's the kind of education we have to, give to our people. We are still sitting in a metropolitan city and we feel like, we are educated well enough to understand all these things. But look at the people who are like गांव में हैं, जिनको इसका नॉलेज नहीं है, वो उसको कोड मानते हैं, वो उसको पाप मानते हैं. So these are the type of things, skin related things, तो जिनको हम थोड़ा सा confidence उससे boost हो जाए, they feel good. I think that's it.
Vitiligo, do we all know what is vitiligo actually?
Right?
White
patches आ जाते हैं.
The white patches are there.
It has become a very big trend in internationally, which is like the models are doing a rank walk for this. कि आप इसे, don't take it as a code or disease or
Actually, all this treatment में बहुत डर लगता है. The reason Michael Jackson used to do this. उसका क्या होगा?
obviously कोई भी चीज आप एक्सट्रीम करेंगे, एक्सट्रीम बटर एक्सट्रीम में खाओगे तो मोटे ही होंगे. ये ज्यादा खाएंगे तो मोटे ही होंगे, नहीं बचेगा. It's the same thing. Everything works good when you are taking it in a appropriate matra. So I think nothing is bad in this world, but thing is the balance. Balance is very very important.
So lash, yes, of course, I have seen as well. I don't know how many of us would have noticed. There are so many shops down. You work on nails,
Mm-hmm.
just the nails. There's a nail spa. There's a
हाँ, nails का
nail
तो
art.
सबको पता होगा because that is already in the market. I think और कितना काफी लोगों को business मिला है उससे. I think lot of घर चल रहे हैं, मतलब बच्चे लोग, लड़कियां जो है काफी अच्छा पैसा कमा रही है उससे. This is the type of again the new subject is lash
Lashes.
extension.
That is what I was just talking
Lash
about.
extension. जैसे आपके nails चल रहे हैं और काफी employment मिला है उससे, so वैसे ही lash extension is also a very beautiful service which you can provide to our ladies, even men too. उनको थोड़ा भी ऐड करो तो उनको भी कॉन्फिडेंस आता है. ऐसा नहीं, but हमारे इंडिया में डेफिनेटली मैंने लाइक टू बिहाइंड हमारी वाइफ भी करने अच्छा है हमें. That we need to change actually. That's what we have. I was talking out someone. Korea is the place where men are the best because they look good and they carry themselves very well. And I think that's the only country where men look after themselves, in a very appropriate manner and feel like they are the privileged ones. और उनको ही लगता है दुनिया में भेजा है, अच्छा रहने के लिए. I think I hope my Indian men too. They should focus on their health.
In fact, I was surprised when I heard the report. The revenues in Korea, especially South Korea, okay, is very high for a male beauty clinic as compared to the women beauty corners. Every mall has a grooming beauty center for men. That's what I just heard.
Yes, that's what.
A lot of men are more. For me, when I go to my salon, it's just pedicure, manicure, and haircut. That's it. But I didn't know there are things beyond that. That you could work on your eyebrows.
There's no
for men.
limit for any work. It may be engineering, it may be beauty, it may be any other segment. I think every subject has there's no ending for any subject. I think जितना आप उसमें deep जाओगे, I think you will keep going deeper and deeper. So this is the story of every job or every business.
So where do you see the future of permanent makeup industry in India? That because I think you're just we are at a very early stage as far as permanent makeup is concerned in India.
I think permanent makeup में अधिक stage है ही वैसे भी beauty में we are like not gone up. It's still not established as in like corporate. अगर आप लॉरियल देखें या आपका one more brand है Blackmail, they are doing okay ठीक है थोड़ा there. But I think still beauty industry is very behind. And I've traveled all over the world. I've traveled Korea, UK, USA, Paris, Amsterdam, everywhere in the country I think that's possible related to beauty. Russia. I think India is way behind, and I think लोगों को पहले तो आर्ट अच्छे से सीख नहीं पाते हैं, and the main minus thing is कि सबको सस्ते में सीखना है और but सीखना है ठीक है, but they don't learn it in a good way. I'm here just to give this practice. At least learn it in a passion. Give them the best. And I think this industry is growing, and there is no any lot of money and lot of employment we can generate from it, and we can create a great infrastructure, and we can create a like a very corporate manner kind of beauty industry.
That is one thing which is lacking in India. I haven't seen any beauty houses which are in the corporate culture as of today, except for I think Lakme, which is somewhere an Indian company owned by Hindustan Lever and who's actually a little bit in the corporate mode, but others are still yet to go in the corporate mode with the beauty industry.
Okay.
And as you said, it's an $805 billion company, $1 billion market, the beauty industry. It's $805 billion industry, which is actually huge.
And we are just nowhere. We like
We are nowhere. Yeah.
nowhere. So I think
In fact, I was in her office one of the days, and bath thinly on pigments. She was looking out for some pigments, and the pigments come from Korea. So she's saying, हमें इंडिया में pigments मिलते ही नहीं. I said, okay, let me check. I called up a few of my friends who are from the pharma industry, and the reply which I got was, pigments पे अभी research चल रहा है. We don't have a single product of pigments in India, and I think you all require a lot of pigments
of
for.
course without pigments you can't do work. And we need pigment for your brows, for your lips, because if your lips are dark and you need to contour, you need to enhance the lips. You need pigments of different kind of pigments, red, blue, pink, and for your brows, brown, black. So these kind of pigments we are importing from other countries, and our country. I'm hoping for my country to do all these things, because if I can introduce permanent makeup as an industry, as a beauty industry over here, so why not my own family, my India, they can produce these kind of pigments as well as the machinery.
The machinery, the equipment. Yeah.
Equipment. So that's how Mr. Dinesh told me to come in.
That's how I said, you please come here and make a request. You'll have all the engineering college people. We have Don Bosco the principal of Don Bosco, Nambir Bab. You can make a request to her that if they can design some machines that you need, by the students, and they could be taken forward for production, because they require a lot of machines.
A lot of machines, because we are training people on day-to-day basis, and we really need something like a.
So everyone who's trained on eyebrows and all, we need those machines, right? And it's a small portable machine which they get from Nova Contour, right?
Nova Contour is one of the one of the renowned and the best brand in permanent makeup, but that's luxury. That's luxury, and sometimes we can't afford luxury, so we need to think about something which is like a little bit lower budget, so low end.
So
So
So we'll take the problem definition.
Yes.
It's a problem definition, and we could work and create a startup around it. It will be a good.
So many ladies are sitting and, like man, they must be thinking, नहीं सुनने को मिली है permanent makeup. You maybe your daughter, maybe someone in the family. So you can think about these ideas because बच्चे हैं. Like why not तुम ये जाके ये सीखो. And believe me, बहुत आर्टिस्ट की कमी है. And I have just going to associate with the JCB. I have taught VLCC as well. So VLCC में भी आर्टिस्ट लोगों की कमी है. JCB is also looking for people and all these big.
JCB आपको शायद पता नहीं होगा. I mean,
Sorry,
Sean
for,
Sean
talking
Claude
about-
Bigune. If you see that's the brand you must have seen a lot of places. That's JCB. So they are having a tie-up with JCB very soon. So every JCB will have a lash counter.
Yeah, and VLCC definitely has learned from us and took the idea ahead and they are serving so many people because they have a lot of branches all over India. So हर जगह पे ये आर्ट वैसे चला गया है because people are enjoying. You are hearing maybe for the first time, but it's there. It's there.
Even RSB Wellness,
Yes.
if you heard of, at Bandra, it's a very
Like
popular.
a 4-5 good chain of.
They are, kind of keeping their products and they are trained by.
Yeah.
Uh,
By Shagun.
They have been trained by Shagun.
I actually, I've connected with many Korean brands and top German brands as well. And I'm a diplomat for American Academy of Micropigmentation. And what is micropigmentation? Yeah, exactly. So you think just only for the brows or lips? No, for men also, bald head, definitely you can create a 3D look and give a nice, it's like you accept it कि ये तो उम्र का ये है बाल निकलेंगे नहीं निकलेंगे. Some people they are losing their hair like at the age of 40, 25, 30 and what? तो वो तो age नहीं है. Automatically you feel like oh my God, this is happening with me. ठीक है कुछ चीजें एज से हो रही है it is acceptable. Some things are not happening with the age. तब क्या करेंगे? उस केस में what will then micropigmentation is the best support. And I have done on many men. They are bald from here, they are like bald from behind. I've given the depth of this, 3D look to their hair, and they really feel happy and confident. कुछ नहीं, थोड़ा 10 4 5 साल अपनी जिंदगी, we can just move with the confidence, and then later on we see फिर आगे की बात आगे. But for a timing things at least you get that kind of confidence. क्योंकि बहुत problems होता है. I'm sorry, बहुत problem होता है because we are here and listening. It's easier for us to understand, like listen and take the words like that. But when they actually come, and then actually, मैं 10 दिन घर से बाहर नहीं निकलता हूँ because of that. मैं पापा से बात नहीं करता हूँ because I'm feeling so bad. मेरी कोई गर्लफ्रेंड नहीं है because I don't want to get married. अरे मुझे कुछ नहीं करना है because there's no business for me because I'm useless myself. Because there's so many things, वो छोटी-छोटी बातों को दिल से लगा लेते हैं. So these are the kind of things I deal with. आपको भी टीवी का बताया, hair का बताया, people who are suffering with breast cancer, कि वो हमें कुछ करना ही नहीं है like. But there are many things you can improve, you can become more beautiful. It's confidence आने से, I think life changes a lot. That's what I feel.
You are very busy training the trainers, running a clinic, and you are also involved in many activities. How do you take time for your NGO?
And I was always surrounded with the poverty. And I told you, my parents were always working for others and they faced a lot of issues in their life. And this is how NGO is like a part of me, like, why I chose this profession because I wanted to give skills to my people, India, जहाँ पे लोगों को काम मिले, खुद काम करे और किसी के आगे उनको झुकना नहीं पड़े, ये नहीं कि उनका सुनो इनका सुनो, तकलीफ में हुआ 8 बजे आगे, they can earn themselves, they can go house to house, किसी को क्या जरूरत है वहाँ पे उसकी जरूरत पूरी कर सकते हैं. तो I think it's like in me, तो उसके लिए टाइम निकालने की जरूरत नहीं पड़ती because when you are passionate with something, वो ऑटोमेटिकली बन जाता है रास्ता और always doing things related to that only, तो साइड में चलता रहता है. it's all about you. You know, I think energy matters. और एनर्जी तब आती है जब आप 24 घंटे काम करते हो यू नो जब आप काम करते रहते हो तो एनर्जी आ ही जाती है
In fact, before we go on, I also want to introduce her right hand and left hand. They both are here. They're always with her. We have Rakesh. Rakesh just wave out. So Rakesh is her, man Friday in the treatments. Especially when I have seen her patients are there in the clinic. Rakesh is the first one who will take care of everything, basic setup karna, without his green signal, she doesn't even enter the, clinic. He will say, ma'am, abhi ready hai, abhi aap aa jaiye. I have seen this happening very often in a clinic. So that's Rakesh, who's always with her.
Great support system.
One of the most wonderful support systems. I mean, he's all the time inside the clinic doing the treatments, and getting the patients ready for them. And the other one is Kishore. Kishore just wave out. Kishore is a person who's been actually her go-to person. He's been with her for the last 15 years. And he is, I would say her go-to person. Everything. And of course, Shagunji is an artist herself, and you know how artists are. Uh, कभी गुस्सा ऊपर चला जाता है, कभी नीचे रहता है. So Kishore is the person who's really well adjusted to everything. He knows अब मैडम को गुस्सा आना है, and he doesn't feel bad. कि ठीक है, गुस्सा कर देंगे, he'll listen. So he is a go-to man. So thank you, आप दोनों ने time actually निकाला to.
He came at 10 o'clock.
Yeah, I know Kishore was right here.
I'm blessed with them, frankly. When Kishore came, he was just 18 or 16-year-old boy. And चप्पल में था, आज भी याद आती है. और he used to work for this बटन लाना, कपड़े का काम कुछ करता था, बटन लेने पाई नहीं था. That's the time I remember. He come to me, and from there his journey started with me. Or I think it's not a never-ending journey. It's going to be always like.
So that's why today he was here at 10 o'clock. Ma'am आने वाली है. उनका रास्ता ठीक होना चाहिए. She should reach here. She should not have a difficulty. He was there at sharp 10.
They're very dedicated
Yeah.
to the company, and of course Rakesh has joined me 4.5 years back, and he was not doing that great. So he started his journey with me, and now he's a great artist as well. He is a very good micro-needling specialist and do lashes and all. So I think if he will leave me also today, he can be like.
This is also very important in business, that retention of the people.
Yeah, he can survive anywhere in the world. Right? So this is the kind of art, एक बार आपने सीख लिया तो आप जिंदगी में कहीं पे भी भूले नहीं पड़ सकते हो. इट मे बी इंटरनेशनली आप जाओ या आप इंडिया में, क्योंकि इंटरनेशनली भी इसकी यहाँ से कहीं ज्यादा डिमांड है. So I think this is the art people should learn with like our generation. Or beauty, I feel why people feel beauty, नहीं beauty में नहीं जाना. This is the thing. ये अभी तक आई थिंक हमारे इंडिया में भी क्लियर नहीं हुआ है कि ब्यूटी एक बहुत छोटे लेवल तक है. तभी तो ये बड़ा नहीं हुआ है. कॉर्पोरेट इसलिए नहीं बने बिकॉज हमारे माइंड में अभी तक ब्यूटी एक छोटा नजरिए से देखा जाता है. So that is how I want to enter as being very well educated in my.
In fact, Sarvesh sir made a very valid point. For any startup, retention of staff, अपना staff अपने साथ इतने सालों तक रखना is one of the most important. And it's a task. It's really a task at both the ends. So I mean, it's one important journey for any startup and any organization.
Even I've seen the people crying. They train the student as an intern, and after training,
So that is what in their industry it's very common.
Very common in my industry. I train thousands of people. I've trained I think almost 15 to 20 states. और हमारे यहाँ पे भी I've trained a lot of people. But वो थोड़े दिन काम करते हैं दिल्ली it's fine. But end of the day at least वो काम कर रहे हैं ना. उनको काम मिला ना. It doesn't matter. Loyalty is okay. That's up to you. That's you. That's not the work. Problem is only we think कि हमने उसको सिखाया है तो ये हमारे पास ही रहना चाहिए. हमें ये दिमाग से निकाल के ही चलना है कि उड़ने दो, जो आदमी को सिखाया उसकी जहाँ तक की उड़ान है उसको उड़ने दो। अगर हम इसको रोकेंगे तो that's the thing, इसको सोच के अगर आप सिखाएंगे so you will never grow the market. You never will make the institution. You will never make the corporate. Sorry. So this is how I think जिसको जहाँ उड़ना है वहाँ उड़ने दो, but सिखाओ जो. That's my policy of working. मेरे पास आज एक भी नहीं है because I do work myself. Because जो आता है वो घर घर पे जाता है काम करने के लिए. But I feel proud. So many people who have joined ये, urban class.
Urban standard.
Even we told them, we will give you the people. At least employment is, we are generating the employment. We are making someone wealthy, like professionally sound. तो अगर आप अपना कमाने के लिए बन गए, तो इससे ज़्यादा happiness, I think, that's what I feel like. This is how I come from a small town. This is my vision to give each and everyone some kind of skill, so वो उनको भूखा ना रहना पड़े. वो at least सर खड़ा हो बोल सकते कि नहीं, अरे मैडम मैं ये कर सकता हूँ. Today, chai wala also come to me and say like, you know, मुझे job चाहिए. मैंने कहा चाय बनाने आती है, तो उसको चाय भी नहीं बनाने आती है, तो how can we tell them कि तो चाय बना? Because this, and every day like, you know, we see people, we teach them tea also. So India में problem is that people, they don't want to learn, they don't want to do anything. The whole idea is to give them the motivation, please learn, to have something in you, and you know, show other people मैं ये कर सकता हूँ. तो हर चीज का वैल्यू है, काम का वैल्यू है भी. Today I feel proud myself because आज से I think मुझे कभी नहीं लगता था कि you know, what should I tell about myself, who I am. Today I feel yes I am something because मैंने किया है अपने आप में, because I have the experience of doing it, I have the experience of making other people happy. So that is the kind of thing, you know, कुछ है तब लोग happy होते हैं. तो बिना किए I think they can't do it.
So now we are open to anybody asking.
Yes, any questions, please.
Anybody?
Feel free.
Yeah, I experienced this same thing. There was one of my relatives, he was having hardware shop, small hardware shop. By nature he was artistic, and now he started his tattoo business, and he is doing very well.
Very well. Yes. Yes. Because see, इंडस्ट्री में कोई है नहीं, और जब आपके पास इंडस्ट्री में कोई नहीं होता है और नया चीज है, तो you can generate more work and more money.
I have one very like melasma and so what is that? The brown spot that you have on the screen.
Discoloration.
Mold and melasma.
Mold is a just very simple thing क्योंकि when you grow, when you age के साथ स्किन बदलती है. स्किन में कई तरह की चीजें उत्पन्न होती हैं. तो mold is a very simple thing and you can cut it out easily. अगर बड़े हैं तो you can send it to the, you can do a testing, biopsy करनी पड़ती है because if they are like literally big, कि कोई malignant चीज तो नहीं है. Otherwise, if small moles are there, you can just easily go and remove it. It's very easy. बहुत लोगों को होते हैं, पूरी body पे होते हैं, and they really feel कि ये भी कोड हो गई है.
एक रखना पड़ेगा मैडम, तो पासपोर्ट अप्लाई कर
The dark spot that generally the lady, the women have.
It's just a pigmentation.
So I don't remember the technical word.
अभी
Is that
India में
square or treatment or?
yes, pigmentation. Pigmentation, we again is a sign of aging, not looking after yourself, not drinking enough water. लोग बोलते हैं ये क्रीम लगाओ, वो क्रीम लगाओ, घरों में इतनी अच्छी हरी सब्जियां हैं, वेजिटेबल्स हैं, बट हमें वो खाने का टाइम नहीं मिलता, तो क्रीम जाके बाय जरूर करना. You know, so whole idea है कि हमारे घरों में ही चीजें हैं, हम उनका सेवन नहीं कर पाते, जिसकी वजह से हमारे we are aging due to lack of nutrients. तो मलाज्मा क्यों होता है? बिकॉज आपका इन्वायरमेंटल इश्यूज, धूप में जाना है, आप केयर नहीं कर पाते हो, फिर ट्रीटमेंट आते हैं, आइए ट्रीटमेंट करिए, बट वो अगेन इट्स ऑलवेज लुकिंग आफ्टर योर सेल्फ.
Actually, what is the skill set? I mean, what is there is proper training procedure which you have undergone and then which you are
No, I am pursuing my PhD in Ayurveda and anti-aging.
No, basically what all you do, I mean, it's like a, I mean, medical terminology which you people are using or something like that. Because,
They want to
Really,
I mean,
really,
what
I mean, being, let's say, you are open of all these institutions and
Yes.
all. Somehow, some technical skills you are going to teach them, right?
Yes.
So, what exactly you have started with?
So what is your technical skill? How did you learn permanent?
Yes, I am in the beauty industry. As I told you, I started at the age of 19. It's almost 2 decades. So my journey has started from the beauty, and as I was an ambitious businesswoman, and I took this as a career.
No, but what are the qualifications that you did? So
Qualification,
nursing.
anyone can learn. Anyone can learn. No qualification required for the lab extension because it's a skill. It's a skill I will teach them. You just need one month, 15 days diploma in that. And for permanent makeup, it's an art. It takes years and years
But
of
those
experience.
might require some like.
So what is the basic
Medical-
qualifications? They need to be medical.
If you are a beautician, it's good. For the medical, you need to be, at least you need to have some kind of skin knowledge, some kind of, um, nursing, like, they don't need the basic qualification because they have already basic, because they are the nurse.
Even doctors are doing this thing. Some
Correct, correct.
High skin doctors and all those people
But
are
still they cannot perform well because they are not artistically very sound. So it's an art based. That's why I said anyone can learn because art खाली उसको ही आ सकता है जो time दे सकता है.
See, it's an art which even a doctor, say for example, there's a dermat. A dermat can learn permanent makeup
But
and
yeah,
develop the art. You know, a nurse can do all this because nurses also they're qualified for
qualified for
injectables.
injectable.
They're qualified for
Skin
injectables.
knowledge नहीं है. उनको skin knowledge है.
So anyone can do it. Someone who's a beautician can also go in for permanent makeup because it's an art, but their art will be related to their field.
Yes.
Like a beautician, level 7 beautician cannot do injectables. They will not be permitted for injectables.
Or for in India there is no rule. Anyone can enter, and without certification people are doing it, and that's very unethical. Very unethical. Like the way sir right now asked the question, like वो भाग जाते definitely they learn the art, but they don't have the certification. So India has a little bit this restrictions नहीं है. Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah, madam, you have started a journey as a beautician. So, what made you to switch over to this permanent artist, and how you have grown your business? Because it's very commendable. I've seen your setup and all those. So, would you like to know more about that?
आपने grow कैसे किया?
Yes. As I mentioned, I am in the field of beauty industry from the beginning. So what happened, actually how I started this journey, when I got married, my family was totally in another business, jewelry business. And they actually told me not to continue with beauty business because it's not up. So I literally stopped for almost 4 to 5 years, and I studied my gemology from London. I did my 3 years GIA, graduate gemologist from America. So when I came back, when I was there, and some Russian girl who was sharing my, as in PG paying, PG accommodation. They came one day with the permanent makeup. They said like, I've done eyebrows, I've done eyeliner, and blah blah blah. So even I got like little bit, they're looking beautiful. Like let me do it. So I went one of the renowned store had it, and I did it on me. I'm talking about 2007. So then from I realized that this is also one of the art, and I was in the beauty business. So that is how the idea came in 2015. I thought there is nothing in permanent makeup, and all beauty things are the same. वही facials हो रहे हैं, waxing हो रही है, वही hair cuts हो रहे हैं, hair coloring हो रही है, वही cut off fillers चल रहा है. तो कुछ नया नहीं है introduce करने के लिए. how it clicked in my mind, and I went to Korea, and then I studied my micropigment formulation from there. I was there for almost 1 year, and then I keep going and coming back and learning the art from there. And then in 2019, I have become the president of Korean Beauty Association. This is how I've learned from there. And then after that, Novo Contour and other high-end brands, I've just got introduced to them, and they were very interested because they thought India is a big market and they literally want to enter in this field. And that is how all these brands are connected to me, and my journey has started at 2050. और ये grow होती ही चली जा रही है, and today I'm sitting here to make it more grow because I'm talking to you people कि ये industry भी है और ये जगह भी है grow करने के लिए. So it is a big huge.
How do you manage the family opposition?
How
Family members opposition.
yes, it's also a story. Yes, my father-in-law never wanted me to get into this. So, but the difficulty was there. So, I've got quite a good, nice office. God is kind to me. And मैंने चुपके से कमरे के अंदर शुरू कर दिया. तो वो पीछे से client लेना, this is how it works in India. So when I used to go to my father-in-law, was a very different. So here is like different doctor and client taking time to pieces. And then sadly he just died 3 years back. So journey has started. My husband was very supportive, and he was always there like for me to, yes, do it. I'm there. So I'm lucky. I have good people around me, and I'm blessed. I have a great family. I've got 2 kids. So yes, I will be continuing with this journey.
So, the family which she's talking about, they are the owners of Metro Cinema. The family is the owner of Metro Cinema. So, that's how she started a clinic, right? In that Metro.
I really don't, mention all about where I belong to, because what I do, that matters for me, because this is my identity. I'm an artist, and मैंने hard work किया, and अपने आप कुछ, I've reached here with my own name. So it doesn't matter where I belong to. What and I'm here with a good dress stuff and this thing because I love it, and I really like it. I really like fashion. Yes.
Lovely.
What are the different types of permanent makeup that you do on the stage? What are the different
Yes,
types?
so there are many types. For actually deeper permanent makeup is to create a 3D eyebrows. It looks like your own brows, and eyeliner, upper eyeliner, down eyeliner, lash enhancement, lip blushing, melanin of removing from the lips, and for your beauty spots, and you can do scalp micropigmentation. अगर आपके बाल माथा बड़ा हो गया है तो you can cover that, and you can do scar camouflage. When scar आ गया है, so we can do a different kind of pigment related to your skin types, and then we can mix and match and cover up that. And there's another treatment called BB glow, and which gives you very glowy skin, and though little bit tone of gives you a little fairer side of look. It's not good to say because I love my color. I love color what Indians have, and I feel very comfortable they are with their own color. So it doesn't matter for me to look fair. It matters to look your skin healthy and nice, bright.
And what is the, like, permanent means there must be some duration.
Exactly. So duration is depending upon the treatment. If you're doing a brows, it lasts for more than 3 to 5 years. So you don't have to worry about touch-ups every day. And then, it's like more time saving. Every day वो eyebrows में थोड़ा powder लगाओ, lip में थोड़ा color लगाओ. So it's more time saving. And the people who don't like doing makeup, they are okay, they can come and do it. And the person who is suffering with something, they are okay. So means like हमारे इंडिया में बहुत सारी चीजें हैं where you can just make yourself beautiful. And good means like human being, कि हाँ हमारे को features हैं. We are not lack of that. Yes.
The courses that you're already, is it being recognized by some body or something like that? For engineering, it is recognized by ASD, and for medical, it's recognized by the Medical Council of India. So something like that, is it being recognized by some certification body?
Yes, it is recognized by first of my Korean Association. And secondly, one of the renowned brand called Nubu, that one. And thirdly, definitely we are talking to one of our government, segment of the courses and all these kind of things. So very soon it will be recognized with Board of India as well.
Then, what is the difference between your permanent makeup and plastic surgery?
Yes. So plastic surgery is something very deep. कि आपके कट आ गए हैं जिसको स्यू करना पड़ता है सीना पड़ता है अब उसके बाद हम इसके ऊपर काम कर सकते हैं तो प्लास्टिक सर्जन आर टोटली डिफरेंट बिकॉज आपके पार्ट्स कट गए और उनको जोड़ा गया जोड़ने के बाद उसमें जो स्कार आता है वो स्कार को आफ्टर दैट स्कार विल हील थोड़ा उसका उम्र हो जाएगा स्कार का 2 से 3 साल हो जाएंगे तो उसके बाद then we can commence our services on it and make it more better. So plastic surgeons are totally different. It's like a deeper playing with your body, and it's more like a superficial. Though it lasts longer, 2 to 3, 4 years, you need require the surgery. Yes, anything else? And like I think for your question, I feel personally recognition matters definitely, but art के लिए recognition की जरूरत नहीं पड़ती.
But in India, if we don't